Welcome back to MTU Esports, everybody. Today, your Huskies Call of Duty team is going to be taking on California State University Dominguez Hills in Week 8 of the Playfly Varsity Premier Call of Duty League. I'm Jake. I'm Jake. I go by Scrimby, and tonight I'm joined by
David.
David, can you go over the rosters for both teams tonight, please?
For sure. So for Tech, we have our captain Max as Scuba. We have Christian as Clutch Russ. We have Daniel as Pinery and Trent as Twent. And then for Cal State, we have captain Three Lines. We have Corrupts, Divyels, and Pikachu.
All right. And Michigan Tech currently going into this match with a 1-5 overall record this season. Last week, a very tough loss to Clark University, went all the way to Game 5. The last round of Search and Destroy in Game 5 wound up being the decider in favor of Clark. Honestly, I mean, probably the best Call of Duty series I've ever casted, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was
a lot
really
of fun.
exciting.
Cal State Dominguez Hills is currently sitting at 3-4, and they are the 6th seed in the conference currently. Playfly, has changed the playoff seeding rules for how Call of Duty playoffs are going to work. So the top 6 teams in our conference are going to get a playoff bid where the top 2 teams get a first round bye. Michigan Tech still has a way into the playoffs, but it is a very narrow way in. They need to win out. That means they have to beat Cal State Dominguez Hills tonight, and they have to upset the current 2 seed Cumberland next week. On top of that, Clark must also lose to RIT next week. If all 3 of those things happen, then Michigan Tech is your 6th seed, and we'll see some playoff Call of Duty. If not, it's a hard-fought season, a lot of growth for this team, and still a lot of things to look forward to in the next semester, but a lot of exciting things on the way here for Huskies Call of Duty. We just had a very large patch for Call of Duty, so a couple players are making sure shaders are still getting set, making sure all their settings are good to go before we hop into Game 1. So I guess just in review of the Huskies Call of Duty season so far, I mean, obviously a 1-5 record is not what you want to see, but this is it. I mean, we've talked about it quite a bit, where it's just this conference has been stacked, like beyond belief. Some of the best Call of Duty teams in the country are playing in Playfly right now, and they're all in one conference, so Michigan Tech is going up against some of the best teams in the country every single week, and unfortunately, that's just how this is going to shake out when you're going up against these insane rosters. So, but the thing is, Michigan Tech is really starting to play up to their ranks, which has been something really incredible to see, just watching this team get better and better every single week, and that's really started to show up on the scoreboard, especially last week against Clark. So we're going to see if that momentum carries into the rest of this regular season. I mean, Cal State is a team where, on paper, Cal State looks really good, just like everybody else in this conference has. So it's going to be difficult, of course. But Michigan Tech has been getting hotter. They've been figuring out how to play these higher ranked teams. So if this is something they can carry the rest of the way through the season, they might be able to make some noise here late.
For sure, yeah.
As we continue to wait for things to get set up here, we do have the maps ready for you. Map 1 is going to be Hardpoint on Vista. Map 2 will be Search and Destroy on 6-star. Map 3 is going to be Invasion. That is a control point game. Then Map 4 on Hardpoint will be 6-star. And if Map 5 is necessary, we'll be going back to Invasion for a game of Search and Destroy. So maps that we've seen quite a bit of, especially 6-star and Invasion, we've been getting a lot of. Vista, we've seen a little bit more in Hardpoint. Seems like the Huskies are leaning a bit more towards that instead of, I believe, Karachi was their big one for Hardpoint to start the season. So bit of a shift in perspective here. Huskies finding the maps they like, getting their rotations down in a more successful way. So we're going to see how the Huskies do against this Cal State team. We hope you're all having a fantastic Halloween, by the way. Happy Halloween if you're going out and doing stuff. If you're here for the first time, be sure to like the stream and subscribe to both our Michigan Tech Esports YouTube channel and our Twitch channel, which is co-streaming this. Both tags are at MTU Esports. Whichever one is your preferred streaming platform, be sure to stop by and watch us there. As we wait for Game 1 to get set up here, we're going to cut to a brief intermission. We'll be back for Game 1 in a bit. everybody. I believe for the first time in Tech Call of Duty this year to Vista for map 1. We're going to have hardpoint here. Oh no, there actually was a very early Vista hardpoint. I'm remembering this now. Corrupt going to get first blood. Cal State Dominguez Hills takes P1 early, and so far the first team on the board to start racking up points. You can see our usual 4 Call of Duty players, Pinery, Clutch Rust, Twent, and Scuba up in the left-hand side of your screen. And Divals, Corrupt, Sin, and 3 Lines, the Cal State Dominguez Hills players, on the right-hand side. So far, Cal State, nice job holding P1, racking up some kills, but Pinery trying to find a way in. Currently 3-0. Staying alive for the moment. Clutch Rust gets taken down. Hardpoint contested. Twent making some noise now, but the point going to fall back into the Cal State hands. Michigan Tech does get a few points on the board, but not going to be enough to take the lead here on P1 as it ticks down. Huskies looking to get set on P2, but already shots being fired across the map. Corrupt is going to take out Scuba and leave the door open for Cal State Dominguez Hills here. Currently 40-4 is the scoreline. Cal State holding on to P2. Huskies looking to regroup and make a push of their own here. 45 seconds left to go on P2's clock before the point rotates. But Divals and Corrupt, really solid work holding down this point. And now we have Sin and Clutch Rust might be meeting each other here. And exactly that happens. Clutch Rust picks up the kill, but in danger, has to retreat and regenerate. Clutch Rust gets taken down by Divals, and just like that, Cal State Dominguez Hills in control, currently 65-4. David, at this point, it seems like Cal State is going to hold on to P2. Do you think the Huskies just wind up making a full shift to P3?
Yeah, it looks like it. We have 2 there. Unfortunately, they did get taken out right there.
And look at this, the Cal State players just plowing their way through onto site. I believe all 4 of them using the Michael Myers skin here in this game at position 3. Cal State back in control, briefly contested by Twent, but going to give up the point, at least for now. Trying to make a second push. Nade goes out, not going to do any damage, needs to stay back and heal, and will get taken down. Cal State so far, very good job holding all 3 points, only surrendering 4 ticks to MTU so far. Twent going to get taken down. Just all 4 players for Cal State finding ways to take out the Huskies before they can group up and make a push. They keep getting their spawn straggled, having a difficult time seemingly to regroup and make a play here. And with that, Cal State crosses the 100-point threshold. The first to 250 is the one who's going to win this game. Dival's going to get taken out by Twent. And the Huskies, for now, in control of P4. Point is about to switch. 3 players in the area now for Michigan Tech. Need to hold off this Cal State push. Need as many points as they can get on this board. I gotta say, probably at least 40 at this point before this point expires, or they're going to be in serious trouble for the rest of this game. Corrupt gets a kill. Divals gets a kill. Points contested. Pinery get a kill. The rest of the Tech players need to show up and make some moves here. 3 Lines going to get behind Pinery and take the point back for Cal State. And now we'll see if Michigan Tech can group up and make some kind of counterplay here. Clutch Rust and Scuba trading kills with 3 Lines. Another kill there. 12-7 currently for 3 Lines. And Pinery back in control of P3. 15 seconds to go here. These would be big points for the Huskies. Falling back, trying to keep as much time on the clock here for the Huskies as possible, but 3 Lines picks up a kill on a 5-kill streak now. And Cal State Dominguez Hills officially passed the halfway point at 128 points and counting now on P4. Viviel's and Corrupt sitting on the point. Pinery trying to get a headshot there, but quickly taken down. And all 4 Cal State players in position, picking up the kills as they need. Scuba gets taken down. Corrupt on a 5K of his own now. Currently sitting at 20-7, having a great game there for Cal State. Make it 21, 3 KD. Cal State not currently occupying the point. Twent is very nearby, trying to stop a counterplay there, but going to be taken down by Sin. And with 15 seconds to go on P4, looking ahead back to P1 now for the Huskies. Currently down quite a bit need to make a serious change here to have a hope in this game. Divyal sitting on the point for Cal State. And going to get taken down. Huskies currently in control. Pinery and Clutch Russ capping point. Dropping trophy systems, trying to stay at this one for the long haul. They're going to need it every single point here. Contested and taken over by Sin. Still contested now, being held by Pinery. Sin spots the foot once a melee kill, settles for the pistol spray instead. Cal State briefly takes the point, and for the moment still in possession of it, but a big gunfight here at mid. Clutch Russ going to be the winner, at least for the time being. Huskies still getting points on the board, now with 44. The current Cal State score, 179. Huskies still in control with 20 seconds to go. Might see a final push here from Cal State. If not, they're going to probably reevaluate and force for P2. They are in position to quickly fall back to P2 if they decide to give up here. But Clutch Russ getting every single point he can off of this one. Finally going to surrender it to Corrupt. But a nice point there from MTU. That is how you start to get yourself back in this game. Still a very wide margin, but one that is much easier to recover than if Cal State had held P1. 3 lines. Nice kill there on Clutch Russ. Now at 190 points are Cal State. Pinery sprays down 1, gets a second kill. Huskies currently in possession of the point, contested and taken over for the moment by Cal State. 3 lines activates a cruise missile. This is going to go down and probably take out at least 1 Husky. We'll see how much damage can be done here. Here comes the push. Sin going to take out Clutch Russ. Pinery gets takes out Divyals, excuse me. As the gunfight continues, Cal State in possession here of the point. Huskies looking to wait, it seems like, for P3. They're in a decent position for it right now, but Divyal's trying to change that. Cal State over the 200-point threshold. 1 more good point wins them this game. Huskies need to get some serious points on the board right now. Currently at 55. Cal State for the moment has P3. But Twent trying to change that. Has a nade. Going to start working his way up to the point. 3 Cal State players here. Needs to pick his battles wisely. Gets stunned. Takes out 1. But more players ready for Cal State. Going to hold the point for now. 30 ticks remaining now for Dominguez Hills as they try to end game 1 with a win. Michigan Tech. Big counterplay coming. 3 players ready for Michigan Tech. 1 gets taken down. It's Clutch Russ. Twent and Pinery still alive. Pinery looking for a way around while Twent is going to look for a more direct approach. Time still ticking. Nice kill there. 3 lines. Does get met. Divyal is taken out by Clutch Russ. And final few ticks coming down now. Nobody in possession of the point, but now the Huskies pick it up. Cal State only 6 away. Huskies need to go on a run here, and they know it. Trying to set up now for P4. Corrupt wanted that kill, did not get it. And now the next point activated. Clutch Russ and Twent holding the point for now, but it is just Clutch Russ. And Cal State going to be in control here. Last second push here from the Huskies trying to make some noise is not going to be enough. Cal State Dominguez Hills will take game 1. Your final score is going to be 250 for Cal State Dominguez Hills to 71 for the Michigan Tech Huskies in this best of 5 series. Game 1 goes to Cal State.
Not a bad scoreline there. 71 to 250 is definitely something better than what we've seen in the past.
It's difficult to say that score is a awesome indicator of how these rounds go.
For sure.
Especially in hardpoint, because it is a bit of a snowbally game. Like once you get a team wipe, you've basically secured the point for the rest of the duration.
Yeah.
So the score can swing quite a bit. It's not the tell-all for hardpoint, but there were some really solid pushes there by the Huskies, especially late. Got some points on the board, held down a couple points late. It's just by then enough damage had been done by Cal State that it's very difficult for the Huskies to recover.
For sure, yeah.
But before we get into game 2, we are going to have to take a brief intermission. But before that, if you need to be close to campus, we have the perfect places for that. Find the perfect location, live where you want to live. Go check out houghtonforrent.com. Thank you to Bradway Enterprises for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. If you're looking for housing, they are a place to go check out if you need a place next year. We're going to cut to an intermission while we get the lobby set up for game 2. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody, for the start of Game 2, Search and Destroy on 6-star. This is a best of 11 game mode, so the first team to win 6 rounds here will win the second point in this best of 5 series. Huskies starting on the defensive side, while Cal State Dominguez Hills is going to attack. This is a map we've seen pretty often recently for Search and Destroy. Seems like teams generally favor this A site when they're trying to get a plant. And Cal State going for the plant right now. 2v4 retake opportunity here for the Huskies. And now it is just Twent remaining at that bar and going to get taken out by the pistol spray. Nice spray transition there from Cal State. Is going to take the Huskies down in round 1.
Looks like Cal State's not feeling as festive as they were the first round. They switched off their Michael Myers skins.
Oh, yeah, sure enough. Having a little bit of fun in that first game. Was that an ace?
I'm not sure.
I think it might have been. Yeah, take a look at that. 3 lines, picking up an ace in round 1. Nice work there for the Cal State player. And now Husky's going to be on the attacking side. Let's see what they do. Looks like they're leaning towards A as well. Divyal sitting in that mid lane, waiting possibly for Clutch Russ to peek, but so far no dice. Clutch Russ going to do some damage there, but takes a bit of shots as well. Going to stay back and try to reevaluate a push here. Going to get met in the tunnel. Not ready for 3 lines there. 6 total kills for Cal State so far. 5 of them by 3 lines. Scuba going for a plant. Going to get taken down. And Pinery, the last player standing for the Huskies, sitting in a corner waiting for a 1v1. Need to pick your fights here, but gets spotted quickly. And Cal State Dominguez Hills is going to take round 2 here. Pinery, I like the idea trying to wait for a 1v1, bait somebody out, make this an easier situation, especially because the bomb is down and Cal State knows it. You need to thin the opposing team a bit before you're able to make a push like that, but unfortunately, doesn't wind up working out, gets caught out at the wrong time, and now Cal State trying to make it a 3-0 run to start this game. Michigan Tech back on defense. Cal State, all 4 players gunning for that A site. Going to try to get a quick clear here. Scuba and Clutch Russ going to be the opposition early. Nice kill there by Clutch Russ, starting to slow down the Cal State offense. Sin looking for a way up onto site, but has no luck so far. Scuba sitting in position, doesn't want to overextend. Clutch Russ knows somebody's going to come. Gets that kill. 2 big kills here for Clutch Russ to start, and now Twent and Clutch Russ, the final 2 players left for the Huskies. Clutch Russ tries to activate Dead Silence, does not get it off in time, and now a 1v2. Twent, the last player standing, I believe has visual on bomb, but needs to be ready for somebody to come up from behind, and that is exactly what it looks like Divyal is trying to do here. Going to spot Twent, and that is going to be 3-0 Cal State Dominguez Hills. Huskies, I mean, Clutch Russ gets 2 very nice kills there for the Huskies. Slowing down that Cal State push. It just seems like Cal State's rotations getting off map, trying to trim down the Michigan Tech defense. The Huskies have not figured out a way to counter that quite yet. Divyals and 3 lines have not died yet. Huskies back on offense. Looking for a push here. Twent going to pick up the bomb. And once again, leaning towards that A site. 2-2 split to start. And a nice kill there by Scuba, taking out Sin with a grenade. Lots of damage done on the remaining Cal State player as well. And Huskies have the site, should have plenty of time to get the plant. And that is what they're going to do. Bomb will go down A, and a 2v4 retake necessary now for the Huskies. 3 lines not deciding to give up on this round. Wants to use a cruise missile. Will take out Pinery. That makes it a 2v3. It also gives the Cal State players visual on where the Huskies are. Will they find a way to make this retake work? 2 players pushing in. They're choosing different angles. Clutch Russ ready for that one. Still taken out by Divyals. Makes it a 2v2. 20 seconds left. 3 lines knows Twent's there. Waiting for a potential overextension here. First player pushes. Nice kill there by Clutch Russ. 1v2. Final few seconds. Divyal's the last player for Cal State Dominguez Hills. No time to defuse. Huskies, nice playing here. Despite a 5-kill streak that's getting Divyals very close to a cruise missile of their own, Huskies will get their first round on the board. Current score is going to be 3-1. Nice bounce back round there for Michigan Tech. Needed it too. Nice, quick, efficient clear there. I believe a grenade kill from Scuba to start the round. And just like that, Huskies get themselves on the board. Cannot rely on getting a quick clear every single round, but you got to take those as you get them. Very nice work there for the Huskies. And now back on defense, let's see what they can do to slow down Cal State's offense. Three Lines picks up the bomb. Currently going mid with it. Might decide to lean towards B. They do have two players going towards the B side as well. Clutch quick peek around the bar. Does not take any shots. Spots Divyals though. Scuba going to get taken out by Divyals. Just held that spot. Quick counter push there by Clutch will get the trade though. Nice work there. Pinery and Clutch the last two players standing. Now just Pinery going to come in and try to get a force. Not going to work. Cal State Dominguez Hills makes it 4-1. Very quick round there, wrapped up at mid. Pinery just not able to get that kill quickly. And Three Lines having an absolute day so far, sitting at 10-2 in this match. Activated a cruise missile, almost flipped around that Cal State was down in. Huskies still won that one. But so far, unquestionably the MVP for Cal State Dominguez Hills. Huskies back on offense. Current score is 4-1. Do not want to fall into a match point scenario this early. Michigan Tech needs this round on the board. Clutch hoping to bait a kill here. Three Lines pushing up. Clutch does fall back at least a little bit. And we'll see what Christian does here. Clutch picks up the kill, takes out the top frag for Cal State. This is the chance for Michigan Tech. Scuba going to go down to a kill from Corrupt. Twent not able to pick up that one, but Sin will get traded. Clutch picks up the bomb. 2v2 situation, 1:25 to go. Huskies in control of this round with time on the clock. Have time to choose their battles. Hope that somebody from Cal State overreaches, and we will see what happens in this situation. Pinery does get taken down by Divyal, so now back to a 1v2. Divyal's waiting in the pool. Will Clutch be ready for this? Gets ready in just the nick of time. Loses about half of his HP, but able to get the kill, forcing a 1v1. Clutch uses Dead Silence. Going to try to make a quick transition to the A site. Should beat Corrupt there, no problem. Will he have enough time to get the plant, is going to be the question here. Still checking his angles. Does not want to overreach. But looks like we'll have time to get this plant. Oh, the foot's sticking out. Gets the plant, but Clutch knows he's in trouble. Takes the last shot, and it's going to fall. Corrupt outruns the grenade, and that is going to be 5-1. Very close call there for the Huskies. But going to be in a match point situation going into round 7.
These last few rounds have been pretty close for the Huskies here.
Yeah, they're getting themselves down to 1v2s, 1v1s, but just having a bit of trouble converting those last couple kills. And those are going to be the difference here, especially in a mode like Search and Destroy. We'll see if the Huskies can bounce back here. Match point situation. They need to win 5 rounds in a row to take this point. We've lost our player bugs on the Codcaster bug. We'll see if that gets fixed by the game in a minute here. But Corrupt with the bomb on offense for Cal State. Three Lines going to get first blood, making it a 4v3. But Pinery quickly gets a trade. Corrupt going to take out Pinery in response. It is currently a 2v2. Three Lines moving up. Spots Twent, and now a 2v1 situation. The only player left is Scuba for Michigan Tech. The last line of defense here for the Huskies. Trying to find a 1v1. Almost spotted a player running there, but Divyal's going to pick up the bomb and get the plant down in time for Cal State. Scuba is wise to it, it seems like. And now just trying to figure out a plan of attack. That 45-second bomb timer ticking down. Needs 2 kills and a defuse. Time ticking away. I believe that was a cruise missile. $20 seconds left. Scuba, last stab here. Cal State players are ready for it. Going to take out Scuba. And Cal State Dominguez Hills will take game 2 with a final score of 6-1. And just like that, Huskies in desperation mode here, going in to control points. Final kill cam there. Really nice control by 3 lines. Final stat line for them is going to be 10 kills to 3, 2,200 damage dealt over 7 rounds. That is a really good stat line there for 3 lines. Cal State relying on that and propelling them to a win here in Game 2. Huskies in desperation mode now, it seems like, David. Going to need to win 3 games in a row here, going to control point on Invasion. It's a map that we saw some interesting results on last time. It seems like it's one of those maps where 1 point's fairly easy to capture, but then that second point can be a nightmare if you don't find a way in early.
Yeah, and we've seen Tech perform good on control point, especially last game.
Yeah, the control points last week, a very close game. I believe did wind up falling to Clark in that one, but it was a very close. I believe went to the final round.
Yes.
But we'll see how the Huskies do against Cal State. Before that, reminder that University Images is your official headquarters for authentic Michigan Tech Huskies apparel. It's university owned, university operated, University Images located right here in the SDC. Or if you want, go check out bookstore.mtu.edu instead if you'd like to purchase online. They are carrying Michigan Tech esports jerseys as well as MTU hockey, football, all that great stuff. So if you're looking to pick up some Huskies apparel, go check them out. We're going to go to a quick intermission before Game 3 starts. We'll see you back for that. Welcome back, everybody. Game 3 underway. Control points on Invasion. Cal State going to start as the attacking team. Michigan Tech will defend. For those of you who want a refresher, there are 2 control points on the map. The attacking team needs to capture both of them before time expires or they run out of lives. The defending team, their job is to just run out the clock and keep the opposing team from getting the win. Best of 5 game mode, so the first team to win 3 of these rounds will win this point. Cal State takes it. The series is over 3-0. If the Huskies bring it home, we will have a Game 4. Life total currently tied. Cal State yet to get any progress on any point. So Huskies doing a good job to start here in Game 1. But now Cal State finding their way onto that B site. And slowly getting some progress on the board here. 50 seconds left. The clock does stop while a point is being captured. And now Pinery looking for a way in to get a counterplay. Clock will continue to tick. And Pinery trying to pull some of that capture back. But will get taken down there by Divyals, who overextended, trying to bring some Michigan Tech players down before they could get in a defensive position. Clutch takes out Corrupt. Michigan Tech with a 2-life lead here, holding off the point well. 30 seconds to go. Extra time is added when a point is fully captured. But so far, Cal State not even a third of the way to either point. Huskies doing very well so far here in round 1. Life total currently tied. Cal State has to back off the site, at least for now. Trophy system going to be dropped by Divyals. Twent going to get away without being killed there. Point progress about halfway done now. Huskies with a 1-life advantage. And Cal State getting dangerously close to finishing off this point. Clock is going to keep going, though. 20 seconds to go. And Scuba needs this kill. Clutch Rust's going to wind up finishing it off. 15 seconds to work here now. Cal State needs to get on a point. Looks like they're going to go towards A at least to stop the clock and regroup. And this will give them a little bit of time. Twent notices. Not dead yet. Going to take some grenade damage here if he doesn't move. And Cal State going to get taken down. But now holding the B site, Michigan Tech surrendered a little bit too much control. And now Cal State Dominguez Hills going to take B site, but now 1:05 to go. They need that A site, currently at a 3-life, make it a 3-life, disadvantage there. Huskies trying to get in position, want to catch these Cal State players while they're trying to rotate from B to A. Picking up a couple kills now with a 5-life advantage. That's now 6 thanks to a kill by Pinery. 35 seconds left. Huskies defense showing up big here in round 1. Pinery sitting in this corner waiting for somebody to peek. Looks like it might be Divyals. Under 30 seconds to go. Cal State trying to find a way to crack this Husky defense. Divyals going to get 1 kill on Twent. There are other players ready. Nice kill there by Pinery. Not expected in that corner. Big kill there. Rotates away from the point. Buying more time for the Huskies. Final 10 seconds here. Last push. 3 lines will get onto the site now. Starting to capture. 5 lives left for Cal State. Corrupt drops the trophy system trying to buy more time for Cal State. Huskies need to get in and push. They cannot let this point progress any further. Now at 2 full ticks. Cal State, this would be a huge comeback for them. Big kill there by 3 lines. Huskies, nobody in position to make the point. And Cal State with a big comeback win here in round 1. Nice job recapturing the point. Tech almost had them on time for both points. Got them down to 5 lives remaining. But Cal State shows up when it matters most. A huge win there, giving them round 1. Extremely close game. Huskies, all the metrics in their favor, just not ready to stop that final push from Cal State. Control point, a mode that can swing very quickly in one team or the other's favor. And exactly what happened there for Cal State. Now the Huskies on offense. Cal State has surrendered a lot of room by that A site. And Scuba going to elect to take it. Huskies, not a ton of opposition so far here. Looks like they're trying to pick up control of A site, get that extra time on the clock, and make this a 1-site battle. Corrupt in 3 lines, picking up some kills here. Clutch Rust will get a trade. Scuba stunned. Here comes a push from Cal State. Takes out 1. Scuba, 2 big kills there. That might seal the deal for Michigan Tech on A site. Lots of time on the clock here for the Huskies as well. Very promising sign. Bit of damage done there. Scuba gonna finish off the kill. Does get traded though. And now Clutch Rust gonna pick up the rest of the progress on this point. Barring a kill here, which will go through. But players for the Huskies ready. Need to just shut down Corrupt here. Pinery takes out Sin. Cal State with a 1-life advantage on defense. And Pinery not ready for that extension. Nice kill there by Scuba. The site currently open. Will he seize it? Three Lines gets back in time, trading damage across this long lane on the outside of the map. Divyal spots Pinery, going to take him out. Life totals are currently tied. Huskies need to get on a point, secure themselves some extra time. Now we're seeing Pinery and Clutch rotate to B. Scuba's up there as well. Huskies might be abandoning A for the time being, trying to make a big push here on B. Would definitely make retaking A later much friendlier. But of course, they need to actually secure the site on B before time expires. Cal State's gotten the memo. All 4 players in position to defend B site. 20 seconds left. Huskies need to make a push here or run over to A and start recapping. But now, for the moment, Clutch on site. Gets a big kill there for the Huskies. Clock stopped at 15 seconds. The timing very risky here for Michigan Tech. And now final few seconds ticking down. Huskies last stab. Pinery and Clutch need to get on site now. They're not going to have enough time. Cal State Dominguez Hills is going to take round 2 here. And now, series point. Michigan Tech in danger. Need to win this next round. Corrupt just picking up 2 quick kills there, stifling that final Tech offensive push. Huskies not in position to cap A or B. Made a very risky call there, trying to switch to the B site. If it had worked, probably would have won them the round. Would have made recapping A much easier. But then that overcommitment to B lost a lot of lives in the process of trying to claim that site. And that push wound up falling apart. Cal State Dominguez Hills currently with a 2-0 advantage. First team to 3 rounds will win this point.
Yeah, at some point there's even no Cal players on A, and it's just like Tech can't know that. Like, it's just a gamble to even try and send someone over there.
Yeah. Needed every single person they could get on that offensive push. Didn't wind up working out. 3 Lines and Corrupt racking up kills now. 3 life advantage already for Cal State, capping both points simultaneously. Huskies defense trying to get out of their own spawn right now and having some trouble. 3 Lines just shutting down this defense. Picks up a multi-kill. Does damage on Twent. CSU about to lock up the B site. And they will get it. Just 1 site left. Huskies going to win the confrontation, at least for the moment, on A. But Sin holds it down. More progress going to tick. Might get to 2 ticks before the Huskies can do anything on defense here. And Cal State behind the Huskies rotation. Very scary situation here for Michigan Tech. Just sending players in, trying to stop this capture. Sin on a 5K will finally get taken down by Twent. But now Huskies playing with very little room at a 7 life disadvantage. This would be a ridiculous hold if they can get it done. Clutch picks up a kill. Trying to work around this Cal State team. Gets another kill. Working well. But Sin capping the point. Scuba gets taken down. The push from Clutch going to get stifled. Last chance here. Twent holds them off for now. The life gap still at 7. A minute 35 to go. Huskies know they are playing a very dangerous game here. Trying to use that utility, buy themselves as much time on that clock as possible. Divyal's back on the point, trying to claim one last time. Scuba needs to push. Not pushing the site. Nobody's ready, and Cal State just going to take it home. Scuba was right there. But Cal State not able, or not needing to make a defensive play there. And Cal State Dominguez Hills going to win this series in a 3-0 sweep. And a 3-0 final score in control points will be the decider. Look at 3 Lines. Look at 3 Lines. Another ridiculous stat line there. 27-10 in this game. And that is going to do it for this series. Final score, Cal State Dominguez Hills going to win 3-0 against your Michigan Tech Huskies COD team. We're going to have a post-game interview for you here in just a minute. We'll see you for that. Welcome back, everybody. Post-game interview, joined here by Daniel, known as Pinery on our Call of Duty team. Thank you so much for coming up here. And
Thank you for having me.
appreciate it.
And happy Halloween to everybody
Yeah.
on this glorious day.
If you want to dress up as a Michigan Tech esports athlete, go check out University Images. Go get yourself a Tech esports jersey, maybe. But talking about this series, wrapping it up, especially Game 3 on Control Point stood out. The round 1, you guys had a lot of things going your way there. Unfortunate last push there from Cal State winds up being the decider. But a lot of really nice things there. Really nice map control for the first really 90% of that game. It's just that last little bit. So, I mean, a lot to like there in that round and in the rest of the game modes. Little things you can pick up there, here and there. Nice rounds on Search and Destroy, things like that. So just looking at that piece by piece, what do you think you want to say and like point out this is what we need to do better?
Well, yeah, you covered a lot of it overall. Like that map control, that was something we were really focusing on. Control, that's very important. You want to get them off spawns.
Yeah.
You want to keep them under control. And working off of that, this team, great team we played against. They had some really good plays, and then also like to put in that COD timing. Sometimes we looked that other way at just the wrong second.
Yeah.
And so we got to focus on like holding those angles and really trusting our teammates there. Other than that, it was a really good first round. We were feeling really, really good about it. Broke down at the last second. Nothing we could do there.
It's going to happen, but picking up the pieces, trying to figure out what to change, that's a big part of growing as a team. And that's something you guys have done a lot of this semester.
For sure.
I mean, especially that Clark game last week really shined as like this massive leap forward that you guys have taken over the course of the semester. I mean, this conference is stacked. There's really no way around it. You're seeing some of the top teams in the country every single week in and week out here. So it seems like you guys have really been stepping up to the mark and really like giving these teams a good fight. So what have you seen grow? What have you seen get so much better over the course of this season to get you into that kind of position?
Teamwork has been huge. Communication, working together with those people. Got our captain down there. He's been doing a lot of work, both in and outside of this program, making sure that we are prepared for our matches. We review stuff, which makes me feel so much better looking into it, reviewing games. What did we work on? And then having very, very clear goals of things that we do need to work on.
I mean, those kind of things, you're not entirely sure how they're going to transition to Black Ops 6 quite yet. I know that's something you guys are looking forward to doing, but definitely a lot of things that you, like, a lot of like team chemistry, things like that, jumping into that and making that leap into a new game where a lot of things are going to change. Just once you have that chemistry built, that's going to be something you guys really want to see.
100%. There's so many things in that aspect that really transfer over well, and then Our team is very excited for Black Ops 6.
Yeah.
It's a very fun game. Omni movement. I'm really excited to see what kids are going to do later on. Not just our team, but all the teams out there. There's so many possibilities, and getting really hyped for this next season.
Yeah.
But before that, we've got one more game.
Yeah, and it's going to be against Cumberland, currently the 2 seed in the conference, obviously going to be one of these big teams. Is there anything in particular that you're trying to do to prep, film review, that kind of thing? What are the steps that you have going into this last game of your regular season?
Definitely take a breather. They are one of the, as you said, second-ranked teams, so it's going to be a fight either way. We have played a lot of really good teams in this conference, and we're going to take everything we learned from all those previous games, take a breath, and then hit them as hard as we can.
Sounds good. All right, well, Pinery, Danny, thank you so much for coming up here.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
it.
me.
Good luck in your last week of the regular season, of course, in Black Ops 6 and future semesters. But coming up next year at Michigan Tech Esports, we only have 2 games next week as we close out the regular season phase of the Playfly League. After that, we'll have our postseason games for our teams that have qualified. On Monday, the Rocket League team is going to be taking on Spring Hill College at 7 o'clock, so that will be their last game of the regular season. And then next Thursday, I believe it's November 6th, we're going to have the Call of Duty team take on Cumberland University, and that'll be right here at the usual 8:30 p.m. start time. So thank you all so much for tuning in to Michigan Tech Esports. Thank you to all of our sponsors for sponsoring us on this stream. Thank you to David, who was on as our extra commentator earlier on. Thank you again for coming up for the interview. I've been Scrimby. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on Monday. Go Huskies.
Happy Halloween.